Om Tat Sat. My humble prostrations to the all-pervading Brahman, to my worshipful Guruji, Swami Jyotirmayanandaji Maharaj, to sage Narada and all sages and saints, and to each of you divine soul watching today's satsang. So today we will be covering Sutra number 32 from the Narada Bhakti Sutras, chapter 2, Glory of Supreme Devotion. Commentaries by my Guruji, Swami Jyotirmayanandaji Maharaj, and narrated by myself, Swami Nikhilananda. So let's get into the sutra. It is Natena Raja Paritoshaha Kshudha Shantirva. Again, the sutra is Natena Raja Paritoshaha Shudha Kshantirva. Meaning, not by mere knowledge does the king discover his identity, nor does the wanderer enjoy satisfaction in returning home, or is the hunger appeased. So, this is a very profound sutra about the practical implications that action is needed. Knowledge merely is not enough. So this is in the last sutra. Those of you who are following this on a regular basis, in sutra number 31, we had illustrated that a boy was a king, but he had lost his kingdom, did not know, was in a miserable condition somewhere, without knowing his true identity, who he really is. So once he found out he is the king, if he doesn't go and rule, he is in the same state. So he theoretically knows, but he does not practically do it. So he was already the king all along. He simply did not know the fact. And once he knew the fact, that was knowledge. But once he starts ruling the kingdom, once he starts enjoying all the benefits that comes with being a king, only then can we say his knowledge has brought results. Otherwise, it was only at a theoretical level. The same sutra also applies to a wanderer, somebody who has a wonderful home but who has been traveling everywhere, and he's imagining of his home and thinking about it, that how nice it would be to be in his own home. But unless he comes back and experiences that comfort, that peace that follows, he is only at a theoretical level. It's only knowledge, so it's only a memory. So just knowing, for example, that the Himalayas are the highest mountains in the world, as you study a geography lesson, that knowledge is very different than somebody who has actually seen and climbed the Himalayas. So that is what Sage Narada is guiding us here in this sutra. So, mere intellectual knowledge of the divine self does not confer liberation or mukti. Only when a devotee develops melting love for God is he led to discover his spiritual identity through divine communion or intuitional knowledge, which is called pragya. So, that is the essence. And then devoid of devotion, mere intellectual knowledge is dry, it is cumbersome and leads to vanity. People get stuck in shlokas or in proving that their scriptures are better than others, etc. And that is actually where they stop growing. But when intellectual knowledge is sweetened by devotion, it is converted into a mystic process of intuition, and the luminosity of divine self that penetrates the veil of ignorance. See, there's a veil in between the self and the ego, and when that veil is pierced, only then can we reveal our true identity. Till then, it's like a big curtain that's blocking the view. And that is why Sage Narada has explained these three examples. The third one is hunger. So if you are hungry and somebody shows you a picture of food, what good does that do to us? Other than increasing our appetite, but it doesn't satisfy us. We are satisfied only when we physically eat the food, and then the hunger goes away. So these sages and saints have actually realize these things through their meditative experiences in order for them to share this wisdom with us. So that is the essence of this sutra, and we will be covering sutra number 33 tomorrow. This is Swami Nikhilananda. Om Tat Sat.